you hold hands here in the front too? Perfect.
Capturing those special moments with the ones you love, it takes a lot of talent. We show you how Ohio photographer Amy Parrish is living her passion, capturing the souls of her subjects one click at a time. Also, if you need to spark some creativity in your team at work, or maybe you're just tired of having boring business meetings, we have the place for you. We'll take you to Sparkspace in Columbus, the most exciting retreat center on the planet. But first, dressing for success. It's not a talent everybody is born with, and that's why there's professional help. And we've brought in the experts today, Wade Meyer from Inviting Conversations and Valerie Vining with Tom James. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
Wade, we'll start with you. How important is dressing? You're out there in the business world, and we know that people make those first impression decisions within milliseconds, right?
If you remember a few years ago, NBA Commissioner David Stern laid down a law. He wants his players showing up to events dressed nicely because their image was more of a thug image, and he wanted them to look sharp and be sharp, and it's working. For that industry, attendance is up and the popularity of the sport is up. Image can be such a factor that people can make decisions about you within the first 5 to 10 seconds of meeting with you. And I asked Valerie to come today because she is the person that actually picks out the shirts and ties for when I come on the show for Inviting Conversations.
And you always look sharp. Good job, Valerie.
Thank you.
So tell us more about Tom James if people are not familiar with your company. You provide fine clothing, but much, much more. So tell us.
It is. It's a whole process when it comes to working with my clients. We work on an individual basis, and we come out to our clients at their homes or their offices and provide them a service of taking that burden away from shopping. I have about half of my clientele who use me as a consulting agent for them in their clothing. We go into the wardrobe, we look at what's best for what they do in their careers, as well as what we can utilize and get the most out of their wardrobes to be more efficient in what they spend. The other half needs a good fit, or they need a good quality garment that's going to last because they're not wearing suits or professional wear as much, but they want to look good when they do it. So it just depends on the clientele.
And a lot of people just plain aren't born for this. They just really don't know what to put together. And some people who think they're good may be a little off too. So there's a lot of room to have your help. What goes into a custom garment? Why is it that if it fits really well, it looks so much better?
Well, I do have both sides of the clientele as well. I have the ones who desperately need me to come in and help them out with their wardrobe needs, and they'll readily admit that. And the ones who do dress nice or know fashion, I can come in and help them just improve on that and give them more quality options. But to answer your question, what goes into that makes it more important to have something that fits you is that you're working with the garment. When you have something that fits you properly, the seams go more with your body and with your emotions so that it's going to last longer and wear. You're not pushing against things that are going to break as easily. You also have something that just makes you feel good, makes you feel confident. Like you guys were talking about earlier, being able to present that look of confidence and security in your business profession is very important and shows through that first impression. Having a nice custom suit or a jacket or pair of pants that looks great on you, when you go to present as maybe even a financial planner, you have that confidence that says, okay, I can trust this person with my money. I feel okay about that. That it all plays into it, especially with colors, and that's what I work with on my clients.
Well, and I noticed your suit right away this morning, Tom James, of course. It's just, it fits you really well, and I think people, especially people who are sensitive about their weight, like I know I am, I've learned over the years, if it fits me very well, it actually makes me feel better, and it actually makes me look better, too.
Yes. Exactly.
So I actually think this is a great idea, but it's tough economic times right now. How have you made it through the economy right now with people? It does cost more to have custom.
Right.
It definitely does, but you're going to have it longer too.
Right. Well, there's two sides to that. We work with guys and ladies that start just at the same as Macy's all the way up to the finest clothing stores in the world. So Tom James has that benefit because we are the world's largest custom clothier that we have more buying power than anyone else. So we can keep our rates reasonable for everybody across the board and where you want to buy into quality. But what I hear that question all the time about the economy. Well, I can't afford quality clothing. If you hear and talk to anybody in any industry, you know that quality versus quantity in especially hard economic times is more important. You're going to get more wear out of those things.
Right.
So we found that we actually are kind of beating the competition. The consumer has really lost out in these hard economic times. And that's because they don't have as many options to pick from, as well as not having the quality there. You know, stores are cutting costs. They're not having as many sales reps in their businesses, so they're losing out on customer service. They're skimping on the quality of fabrics or the quality of hand workmanship that goes into it, and Tom James isn't doing that. We have actually kept everything as much as we can here in the United States.
And if you look at cost per wear, I know you have some of these clothes.
Yes.
Wade, you know, obviously you're going to be saving money if you have something for 10 years, 5 years.
It is.
instead of just a year.
It's an investment in the long run. The things that I'm able to purchase, I'm going to still be able to use months or years down the road. If I go with something with a less thread count, less quality, you know, the elbows wear out and the collars wear out, and then it's simply not usable in a business environment.
Right.
Wade Meyer with Inviting Conversations, Valerie Vining with Tom James. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for more about Inviting Conversations, head to invitingconversations.com and check out Tom James Company at tomjames.com. Next on Ohio & Company, successful Ohio companies are finding exciting business meetings and valuable team programs at Sparkspace. Find out why next. Stay with us.